How you doing? This is Dino Ferri from Hotter Than Hell Handcrafted Hot Sauce out of Sanford, Florida, and you're watching Chili in the Name of.
Chili in the name of.
Hello again and welcome to yet another episode of Chili in the Name of. In this episode I am joined once again by Dino Ferri from Hotter Than Hell, and we're trying out 3 of his sauces, including Duke's Cold Nose Brown Ale Chipotle, Purple Haze, and Mango Habanero. Now I've had Dino's work on my show quite a few times. Every time he's brought something really interesting and new to the table. I'm sure that in this case it'll be no exception. So without any further ado, let's get on it. The first sauce I'm going to try for you today is Duke's Cold Nose Brown Ale Chipotle. This is Duke's Cold Nose Brown Ale Chipotle. Dino informs me that he was working closely with Bold City Brewery on the Duke's sauce and the new Duke's ketchup, as well as on the previously reviewed 1901 Roasted Red Ale. So let's have a look at it. It's a brown sauce. As you can see, it's quite brown. It's sloshing around in there quite well, but I can see some chili seeds and some other bits and pieces in there. The artwork's really cool. It's got what looks like a boxer dog there. That must be Duke. Yeah, it looks like a sort of a medium sort of consistency. In terms of ingredients, it has diced tomatoes, Duke's Cold Nose Brown Ale, chipotle peppers, red jalapeno peppers, Worcestershire sauce, apple cider vinegar, onions, and garlic. It says it contains fish because it's obviously in the Worcestershire sauce. So let's try it out. Yeah, so that's the brown ale chipotle sauce there. Assuming it will be quite smoky. Yeah, it's got a real smoke to it, and you can smell the beer in there as well. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's got quite a few chunks in there. It's quite chunky in terms of the bits and pieces, but it's got a kind of a medium sort of. It's actually quite runny with all the bits in there. Not too runny. It's really smoky. It's really forward smoke, and you can taste the Worcestershire in there as well. I think it would be it's actually almost a replacement for a Worcestershire sauce with a sort of smokiness to it. I think that you could probably use this with meats and roasted vegetables. It'd be really nice in a barbecue. It's not too thick, so you wouldn't really put it on like a barbecue sauce in like a hamburger or something like that, but you could definitely put it over top of something that needed that little bit of smokiness. Yeah, it's really interesting. In terms of heat, I'd probably give it a 2 out of 10. Dino gave it a 1.5 chili there. You can see on the back there next to L. Yeah, it's none too hot, but I tell you, it's a really interesting combination of flavors in there. So well done, Dino. The second sauce I'm going to try for you today is Purple Haze. There's Purple Haze there. It's got purple on it. Purple, they look like blueberries, and there's smoke coming off them, which is probably a hint of what I'm about to have a taste of. As you can see, it's quite a purpley sort of color. It's quite thin, but again, it has some bits and pieces in there that I can see. There's the label up close. In terms of ingredients, it has blueberries, apple cider vinegar, onions, fatali peppers, salt, garlic, ginger, and Vietnamese cinnamon. I'm not sure what Vietnamese cinnamon is, but I'm assuming it's cinnamon. Probably from Vietnam. Let's try it out. And I must say, as usual, all of these labels are really beautiful, really cool design on them, and they fit together beautifully as a set. But here we go. So that's the Purple Haze. It's quite purple in there, as I said. So that'll be the blueberries coming forward. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's really fruit forward, and that cinnamon's really sitting forward as well. Yeah, really fruity, a little bit watery running down the side there, but none too light on flavour. Bit of vinegar in there in the forward, fruit, and that cinnamon is really sitting forward as well. The fatali peppers are barely noticeable in amongst the sweetness and the sourness, the fruits and the complexities in there. It's not very hot at all. This is almost a dessert sauce. If it were a little bit thicker, it'd be amazing on like on ice cream or something like that. But as it is, I'd put it on top of like a blueberry pie with some whipped cream. This would be fantastic. In terms of heat, I'd probably give this a 2 out of 10. In terms of flavor, like I say, it's desserty. It's really good, really interesting mix of flavors in there, and I think that you'll really enjoy this. The third and final sauce I'm going to try for you by Hotter Than L is Mango Habanero. And there's no surprises there of what's on the label. There's Hotter Than L, there's a mango, and there's a habanero. I'm assuming it's mangoes and habaneros. It's got a really beautiful yellow coloration to it. As you can see, again, it moves around in the bottle reasonably freely. I'd say this one's a little bit thicker. I can see there's, again, some bits and pieces, some chunks in there. In terms of ingredients, it has mangoes, distilled vinegar, orange habanero peppers, carrots, onions, salt, ginger, and garlic. That's a really good combination of flavors there. I know that ginger, carrot, and that sort of, it's got that sort of mango-y sort of thing. So I'm thinking it might be a little bit sort of Caribbean sort of flavory. Let's try it out and see. Yeah, no surprises there again. I can actually see some pieces of chili in there now that I look at it. Or it could be carrot, because it is orange habaneros, not red habaneros. Bit of a shake. Yeah, so a bit of vinegar smell there, bit of that fruit. Let's pour it. A little bit chunkier than the last couple. Ginger. Yum. Ginger, carrots, and chili. So good together. A little bit of salt there, a bit of sourness. A fair bit more heat than the last two, being habaneros coming right forward to the front there. Yeah, this is really good. The ginger is really doing amazing things with my tongue right now, and my mouth is watering. I was right on the bat for a Caribbean curry for this one. I'm thinking you could have this on some sort of rice dish, red beans and rice, that sort of thing. The rice would just soak it up. It'd be really lovely. It'd be really nice on chicken. You could have it with seafood. In terms of heat, I'd probably give this a 5 out of 10. In terms of flavour, like I say, Caribbean all the way. Get that curry sort of thing going on. Even Indian curry, I reckon you could probably use this as well. But yeah, that's really interesting. So there you have it, folks. 3 sauces by Hotter Than L. If I had to choose one of my favourite of the 3, look, they're again very different from each other. The mango habanero is quite pronouncedly hotter than the other 2 sauces. I think this is a really lovely smoky sauce, and again the purple haze is almost a dessert sauce. I just wish it was just a little bit syrupier, a bit thicker, and then I'll just commit 100% to it being a dessert sauce. Apart from that, it probably is a little bit more like a salad dressing. And these 2 are very, very mild in terms of heat. This one just got my interest in it. It was just right there in the middle. Thanks once again, Dino Ferri, for sending me these sauces. And thanks for joining me on this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. But until next time, see you later.
Chilli in the name of...